Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If you are seeing this video because you're a parent and you're searching online, you're typing in things, you're Googling stuff like, my baby's stuck on their tummy, my baby can't roll over, how do I teach my baby to roll over? Then you're in the right place and you're watching the right video. Because by the end of this video, I'm going to share with you a couple of different techniques that you can use to help your baby to roll over. I'm also going to teach you when your baby will accidentally roll over and when your baby should be purposefully rolling over on their tummy, from their tummy onto their back on their own deliberately. So, first of all, when does baby start to roll over? Some parents have reported that they put their baby on their tummy and then their baby accidentally rolls over as early as 4 weeks. However, purposeful rolling from belly to back doesn't start to happen until around 4 to 5 months of age. Now, if your baby is one of those babies that gets stuck on their tummy, they lift their hands up off the ground and they can't seem to do anything with it, then this video will definitely help you because at the end, I'm going to share with you a couple of different tricks and techniques that you can use for that. So let's get into it and talk about some of the reasons why your baby might not be able to roll over and a couple of ways of how to help your baby to roll over. So let's get into it. If your baby is struggling to get out of this position, the tummy time position, you might notice that your baby kind of lifts their hands up off the ground, and some babies lift their legs up off the ground at the same time, and baby is just in kind of this position where their tummy is on the ground, their arms are up off the ground, and baby cannot figure out how to get themselves down out of this position onto their back. So I want to share with you a couple of things that you can do. The first one is lots and lots of tummy time. Now, one of the best ways to encourage your baby to do tummy time is to get down on the ground with your baby, face to face, cue baby to lift their head up to make eye contact with you, and be in tummy time in this position. Now you can encourage baby to put their arms down and to actually start bearing some weight through their forearms. You can trap their forearms under their tummy in this position and start bearing some weight in this position while you're in tummy time with them. This is one of my favorite activities to do with a baby who typically does not like tummy time very much. So that's the first tip, is lots and lots of tummy time. So this is a video of me with a baby trying to cue baby and show baby how to be able to initiate that roll on their own. Now you'll notice what I've done. I've put his little toy crinkly thingy off to the side, and I'm trying to get him to push off with this left hand so that he can roll himself over. I'm giving him lots of time and relaxing with him. He's on his tummy. He's not crying. He's not fussing. I'm letting him take breaks as he needs to. But what I really want him to do is be able to roll over and initiate that roll on his own. So I'm trying to see if he can do it to the left or to the right. When you're doing these type of activities with your baby, you want to pay attention and make sure the baby is able to roll in both directions, both towards his right and towards his left side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently move him onto his side and work with him in sideline, because this position allows him to, one, work on his neck muscles and strengthen those neck muscles. The sideline position is a fantastic position. It's often overlooked, and it's a great position to work on those side muscles and also work on the neck muscles in the side of baby's neck with regard to getting baby to operate on the side. So now what you can do is just hold baby by their hip, roll them onto their back. He tends to do a little bit better in terms of rolling onto his tummy and rather than rolling onto his back, which actually comes later. So if you move baby and cue him to look at a toy, he can start reaching for that toy and then be able to roll over onto his tummy. This is another video of me with a baby on his tummy. I'm trying to cue him and talk to him and help him to be able to navigate that tummy time position. He's another one that seemed to have his hands down on the ground, be able to lift his head up, lift his feet up off the ground, and not be able to move out of the tummy time position. At this point, when I started working with him, he was really kind of stuck in this position. He could not get out of it, but gradually we worked and we were able to make it through. So the third way to get baby to start rolling from their tummy to their back is put baby to lie on their side, and you can use a toy. I like to use any kind of a toy, or baby rattle, or anything like this that's brightly colored, and I would have baby just start reaching for it and trying to grab it. Put baby on their side, cue baby to reach and look at the toy. First of all, if baby is tracking the toy with their head, baby moves that head. Eventually, they'll get to a point where they just kind of accidentally roll onto their back. So if you have baby on their side and baby is looking at the toy, baby will turn that head. Baby's head tends to be more weighted than the rest of their body. And this is a great way to get baby to roll onto their back by accident. The fourth way is to have baby reaching for the toy while they're laying on their side. If baby is reaching for the toy and you move the toy this way, you can see that baby will eventually end up rolling onto their back. What you want to do is always put that arm up above their head so that it's out of baby's way. So that is the fourth way that you can help your baby to roll onto their back. So the third way to get and encourage baby to put their forearms down on. If you find that you have a baby that has some muscle stiffness, some muscle tightness, and your baby tends to lift their hands off of the ground like this and just lift their head up and kind of look around like they don't know what to do, a lot of times it's because baby is not able to bear their weight on their hands effectively. So a couple of techniques that you can use, I'm going to show you them right now. One is you can use a baby boppy. Put baby face down in the boppy. Prop baby so baby has their arms in front of the boppy, kind of like this. And encourage baby to put their forearms down on the ground and to be able to lift their head up while they're taking some weight on the boppy, kind of like in this position. Now, that's the first thing where you can do it. If you don't have a baby boppy, you can use a rolled up towel. That works just as well. Or I like to do a technique where I might put baby during my therapy sessions. I'll sit on the ground like this, put one of my legs out in front, have baby over my leg, and I will have baby's arms down on the ground, have baby's hands down on the ground in this position, and have baby looking at a toy or looking at mom or dad's face off in front of them. And you notice where my hand is on her bottom, and I can kind of push down on her bottom as I notice baby's getting tired and she's not able to take her weight much more. This position makes baby feel like they're going to fall on their face and kind of cue baby to start pushing up and taking a little bit of weight. What you want to do with this is start off where you have baby's shoulders right at the edge of your leg, where your leg is, and the majority of baby's weight is back here on her legs and hanging over your leg, so the baby does not have to take too much weight on her hands in the beginning. As your baby gets stronger in this position, you can gradually move baby out to where baby can now start taking a little bit more of their body weight and doing more of a plank where you have baby in this position, and you can give baby a little bit more weight and make them a little bit more responsible for their own body weight and keeping that head up off the ground. It's a great way to strengthen baby's arms if you figure out that that's where the source of the issue lies in terms of baby being able to roll over. So those are a couple of techniques that you can use to help your baby to roll over. If you have any questions, drop them drop them in the comments down below. And I'd also like to ask you to subscribe to the channel, like this video if you got any value from it, and also share it with anyone that you feel would benefit from it. A new parent who's concerned about their baby and whose baby may be struggling to roll over. Okay, I'll talk to you in the next part of this baby rolling over series, where I'll talk about and focus in on baby rolling from their back onto their tummy, which is a little bit more challenging. We'll cover that in the next live. I'll see you soon. Take care, my friends.